Hey, what's up guys? Troy here with WeightGainNetwork.com. I want to get into my 3 favorite muscle pills. The last time I walked into a supplement store, I was so overwhelmed because it's like you have all these things flying at you. It's almost like, you know, when you go to the movies and you walk past like all these movie posters and everything seems exciting and everything's kind of popping out at you. Well, that's what these supplement companies want you to do. They want you to be like, oh, look at that. You know, look at the artwork on this supplement and look at how this just pops out at you, and you have like Rip Fuel 10.0 and all these crazy names. But it's really easy to get caught up in all the hype and forget about the basics of what pills actually help you build muscle. So I want to get into my 3 favorite muscle pills, and by muscle pills, these are going to fall into one of 3 categories. They're either going to, number 1, increase your strength, so you're going to be able to put more overload on your muscles. Number 2, they're gonna help you recover. So, you know, you're going to the gym, you're breaking down your muscle fibers, they're gonna help you recover that damaged muscle tissue, build back bigger and stronger than before. And number 3, they're gonna help with blood flow. This is gonna help your nutrient delivery, that's gonna help increase your protein synthesis, pretty much set the stage for the optimal amount of muscle growth and recovery, help your body absorb all these nutrients, and basically help anything that goes into your body turn into lean muscle mass and burn fat. So I wanna get into 3 pills that are pretty cheap if you just buy them, the plain pill form of it. You don't need to spend money on all these fancy supplements, all these proprietary blends. It's just crap. I promise you guys will save so much money. You guys will build a ton of muscle mass if you stick with the 3 muscle pills that I'm gonna get into today. So let me get right into my 3 favorite muscle pills. So number 1 is branched chain amino acids. So what this does, these are actually your body's most important amino acids, especially when it comes to muscle building. So we have leucine, isoleucine, and valine. These are, your branched chain amino acids. These are the most important amino acids when it comes to muscle building, recovery, and growth. So I'll take about, 3 of these is about 2.5 grams of BCAAs if I'm doing really heavy training. I'm in the gym like an hour and a half, 2 hours a day, and I'm trying to build the max amount of lean muscle mass. I'll just take a couple of these throughout the day. It's basically going to turn my body into a muscle building machine. I'm constantly gonna be, increasing my protein synthesis. I'm gonna be helping my body recover faster. I'm gonna be stronger in the gym. A lot of post-workout supplements contain high amounts of BCAAs. I recommend taking this stuff. You can take it pre-workout, you can take it intra-workout, you can take it post-workout. I take it at night. I take it with my breakfast. Just consistently take a couple of these a day, and you guys will be muscle building machines. So branched chain amino acids, this was only about 20 bucks. This will last me about 1 month. Second important muscle building pill is creatine. Now this is buffered creatine. I like buffered creatine because it doesn't have a lot of the side effects. You don't have a lot of the water retention associated with some of the other, like just the plain creatine monohydrate formula. So I prefer buffered creatine. They have the new stuff called, I think it's called Concrete. It's like ultra concentrated creatine. I've tried that stuff. I didn't really notice a difference between that and the buffered creatine. That stuff is really expensive. If you want the best overall bang for your buck, I highly recommend the Crealkaline buffered creatine. Now what this is gonna do is it's gonna help you increase your strength. So you will take this pre-workout and you also take it post-workout to replenish your muscles' creatine levels. So when you're working out, you wanna be able to put the maximum amount of overload, especially when you're talking about the compound exercise muscle building movements, when you're talking about your body's most important muscle building movements like the bench press and the squat and the deadlift and weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, barbell row, all these fantastic compound muscle building exercises. The way you get the most out of them, the way you get the maximum amount of anabolic hormone secretion, and the way you get the maximum amount of strength and lean muscle growth is by putting more overload. So creatine allows you to put just a little bit more overload on your muscle groups. This will help you lift more weight, increase your testosterone, increase all these anabolic hormones, build more muscle mass. So creatine is super important. If I took one supplement for the rest of my life, it would be creatine. It's absolutely fantastic, especially for you naturally skinny guys really trying to get stronger. I highly recommend taking about 3 to 4 grams of creatine before you work out and 3 to 4 grams of creatine after you work out. And last but certainly not least, we have L-arginine. And L-arginine is a super important supplement when it comes to your nitric oxide levels and your blood flow, and just, it's gonna help your body absorb more nutrients. So I like taking L-arginine when I take like protein powder, just so it, kind of increases that like blood vessel dilation and kind of increases the uptake of all my nutrients. So L-arginine is really good to take pre-workout. It's fantastic to take post-workout. I also take it at night when I take some of my recovery stuff. So For instance, at night, a real easy nighttime formula would be like L-arginine and some branched chain amino acids and maybe some zinc and magnesium pills. So L-arginine is going to help increase your blood flow, and the more blood flow you have, the more nitric oxide that your body's producing, the higher your protein synthesis is going to be, the easier your muscles are going to recover, and it's just going to turn your body into a muscle building machine. So L-arginine, this bottle was about $20, just to last me about a month. So between these three right here, I mean, we're looking at maybe a little under $60 for the entire month. And those are the three most important muscle pills, in my opinion. If you do nothing else but just hit the weights, hit the compound exercises really hard, eat a clean diet, and take these three muscle pills, I guarantee you guys will see some fantastic results. If you guys are looking for more great tips on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, check out weightgainmethod.com. See you there, guys.
Are you still too skinny? Go to weightgainmethod.com and get access to a complete step-by-step plan for gaining weight and building muscle fast.